So Jalen, how do you feel about the first part of your trip?
So far, not pleasant.
Why? What happened?
Well, you're doing it.
I am taking my 17-year-old to London. However, we're having a lot of mishaps. Like my camera isn't working and we're not getting into certain places because he's not of age yet or we didn't make the proper reservations. So I like to invite you to sit back and come with us through our mishaps in London. We left Tampa this morning to fly to Newark Airport to catch a flight to London, and the flight over was only about 6.5 to 7 hours.
Backwards here.
London is quite expensive, so to save some money, I opted to choose a hotel close to the airport, and we also took the bus to the hotel. Since we chose one of the earlier flights to London, we also got to London fairly early, around 6 or 7 in the morning, so we slept until the afternoon, and then we took the bus and the train into London.
So Jalen, how do you feel about the first part of your trip?
So far, not pleasant.
Why? What happened?
Well,
Luckily, the bus station was actually right across the street from the hotel. However, I jumped on the wrong bus, so I got us in the wrong direction. After getting finally onto the right bus, it took only about 10-15 minutes to get to the train station, and then maybe another 35-40 minutes to take the train to our first stop, which was Liverpool Station. And from here we made our way to the Sky Garden.
That's so cool. I think we're going to something like that later.
close to the road.
Really?
Yes.
Love should be easy. Why should it not? When all you want is to be.
So we finally made it to the Sky Garden, and the lines were fairly long, and that's because it's actually free to get into the Sky Garden. However, which I didn't know was that you have to make reservations at least 2 weeks in advance, so needless to say, we did not get in.
I don't understand why you wanna let me down. Can't understand. Was it all worth it? You played me good just for.
Luckily, we still have plenty of daylight, and there are plenty of other things we can do in London, so we actually stopped by the Trinity Square Garden, followed by the Tower of London and the Tower Bridge.
Now I wrote a song about us, just trying to feel what it is, babe.
We didn't get to go into the Tower of London because actually it closes at 5:30. However, if you guys are interested in going inside of the Tower of London, the tickets I believe start around £38. Since we couldn't take in the beautiful views from the Sky Garden, I did a Google search to find nearby rooftop bars to give us hopefully a good view, and I found the London Bridge rooftop bar. However, Jalen isn't 18, so we didn't get in. Since nothing had gone to plan today, I decided we were just gonna wing the rest of the day, so we hopped on a subway towards Westminster because at least there we could see Big Ben and the London Eye.
Stepping in the spot. me what you gon' do about it.
That's not ours, right?
Oh,
No.
you don't get the turn here. I think that's one right there.
What's the
No.
that number?
Hold on. PF69.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, there he
Yeah,
is.
that's it.
There was one more step I wanted to make today because I knew it was free to get in and we didn't need reservation, but it was an hour walk, so I ordered an Uber and that cost us about £20. Despite the fact that we had a few mishaps yesterday, we ended the day on a very good note, and today is a brand new day. We are back at the Westminster area, and that's because I found an activity that I think Jalen would really like, and that is the London Dungeon.
I have to wait for you.
Unfortunately, I cannot record in the London Dungeon. However, Jalen had a great experience and so did I. However, it's not made for the faint of heart. Well, I should say for kids maybe under the age of 10, because we actually had some kids that joined us and they were crying.
Say it again?
I'm disappointed in you
For what?
for recording.
We're going to 35. And...
See, now you have to delete that footage.
No, I don't.
Yes.
Since we didn't get into the Sky Garden yesterday and I really wanted to go to the Sky Garden, I actually did some research and found a way around having to make reservations 2 weeks in advance to get in. Now, as you guys saw, we were just at the Lark's Italian restaurant, which is actually located right across of the Sky Garden. And if you have lunch or dinner there and spend at least $25 a person, they will actually give you tickets and you will be able to get in right away. Now, once we got in, I wanted to go on the outside patio, and unfortunately we got there at 6 p.m. and that's exactly when they close the doors. So if you want to go on the outside patio, make sure that you guys go there before 6 p.m. I mean, we still had amazing views. However, it would have been nice to have been outside on the patio.
What's going on with my camera? You see this?
No.
Look, I'm
Close
walking.
your purse. What are you doing?
It's shaking. Look at this.
That it is.
What setting did I mess up?
These were our first days in London. As you saw, our first day had a few mishaps and we did take it easy on the second day, but just hold on for the next video because we have a couple more days, unfortunately, with a few more mishaps. But stick around for the next video. And until then, I say tschüss, bis bald und auf Wiedersehen.